Here we have rioters assaulting the Portland ICE facility, and here come the troops. Oh, they got that guy. Oh, they're taking him in. Oh, that wasn't part of your plans now, was it, guys? Oh, you didn't think you were going to get arrested. Oh, he's fighting. He does not want to go inside the facility. Well, at first he did, but he wanted to go in with all of his friends, and now he's getting to go in by himself. More than one person needed to get carried into the facility. Why don't they have the energy to walk inside the facility? They have the energy to attack federal troops. That doesn't make any sense. Look at all the rioters, though. It's like a nonstop mob here. And look at this. It never takes a break. Night and day, you've got the radicals out here. Look at them. They will not move. They are altercating with these federal agents. Look at them. Look at them getting right in their faces. This is terrible. Well, that guy's not getting anybody's face for at least the next 30 minutes, that's for sure. Look at how awful this is. They're putting themselves in the way of federal agents to just try and get a rise out of them. Crazy. Traitors, yeah. And you're the ones defending illegal immigrants, and you're gonna call our troops traitors? I don't think so. How do these people have the ability to come out here every day? They've been out here for 3 months in a row now. I don't get it. They must all be on government benefits or something. Collecting unemployment, not working. They are not afraid of anything. It's terrible. But now they might have a problem with their own local police who've finally gotten the courage to make some arrests. That's right, folks. Law enforcement is contagious. And listen to these people. They're not peaceful. That's terrible. They're talking about bad things happening to the president. And listen to them. Okay, so the protesters, they're acting like there's no riot here. They're acting like there's no problem here. But is that true? Look, every protest starts out as peaceful as the Antifa crowd lines themselves up to the skirmish line. This ain't peaceful. Look at this character. This is wild. Being in a position to block a street and refusing to move, that makes you an aggressor because you're being given a lawful command and you're not getting out of the way, and that's why these people need to be cleared and arrested. A lot of people here filming. This is where all the action is. Oh, something gonna happen? Nope. They are just rearranging the battalion. But here's why these protesters think they're peaceful.
Hello, Oregon. Governor Kotek here. Contrary to President Trump's latest social media post, Portland is not more ravaged. There's no insurrection. There's no threat to national security, and there's no need for military troops.
Really?
Military service members should be dedicated to real emergencies. And that's exactly what I said to the president when I asked him to stand down from sending federal troops into our state.
She's the governor of Oregon. Has she been to Portland? She ever been there? She ever turned on the news? She ever watched the TV? Or are these rioting Antifa members her voters? And is it her job to support them if she wants to remain the governor?
But just in case that phone call wasn't enough, I thought I would take to the streets myself right here in downtown Portland. I'm standing just blocks away from the waterfront, overlooking the beautiful Willamette River. Portland City Hall, the federal courthouse, and dozens of shops and restaurants here in the central city.
Go to the library, which has security guards.
In Portland, in Oregon, and across the country. The cost of living is too high. We need to build more housing that people can afford. And we need to always work on having the best schools possible.
This is so dishonest. This is the most dishonest thing ever, because there are plenty of places in Portland you can walk where the signs of decay are everywhere. Like the library, like local shopping malls. But whenever these sanctuary politicians go out, what do? They have a pre-planned route that just so happens to go around all the problems they'd rather you and I not know about. But here's why the National Guard's coming. Look at these radicals. I guess she didn't walk over here, huh? Because this is happening 24/7. Why didn't she come here? That's weird. Look, they're just chanting and yelling. Everyone's yelling something different. They all have a different cause, whether it's the end of capitalism, the end of ICE, the reopening of the border. Look, they're all masked up. They don't want ICE wearing masks. Now they're pushing. This is aggression right here. They're putting their hands on federal officers. This is not peaceful. Right here. This is not peaceful. For you to say that you need to get this close and put your hands on a federal officer, that ain't peace. I'm sorry. This is just so awful to watch. These people have zero respect, and that's because their politicians encourage them. Look, they encourage them to put their hands on these officers. That's aggression. The reason they're calmer now is because there is a larger battalion of deportation forces at this facility now, and the president's come out and said that these people, if they're Antifa members, they could face serious charges for what they're up to here. They have to back in like this. You don't turn your backs on people who spout radical violence and wish for harm to come to you. But look, they're smart enough now to not go into the driveway. They know better.
Portland ICE facility. Now, some people have started to leave, and it seems that the protest was calming down.
Yes.
About a few moments ago, actually, if we want to get a little bit
closer.
Law enforcement
is contagious.
We did hear a warning from the ICE facility to clear out, and now we're actually seeing some federal agents, Natasha, line up
here they are.
This white fencing, and then we started to see the crowd now line up right in front of the driveway.
They're going to all come out and do something.
Tonight, we've seen it just a few times where the agents have come out and confronted the protesters, and the only reason that the agents so far have came out is to allow more federal vehicles into the building.
They have to use the building.
Agents. So we just heard that warning a few moments ago, and
they
now we
warned
have
them to
the
move.
Agents lining up with shields behind those white fences.
Okay, so they've told everybody who's in front of the building to get out of there, to scram. And now they're lining up with shields because obviously the crowd is still there. This isn't peace.
I hear the gates just open.
Oh, the gates are open.
Seems like the agents are going to come out.
There's a helicopter and the gates are open. All right, here they come.
And here we see some of the protesters start to line up. And the agents are out with their shields.
Here they come.
Possibly see a confrontation here.
Of course we're going to see a confrontation. They won't move.
So this is what we've been seeing a little bit earlier. They're just trying to clear out the road and allow more of the federal vehicles in. Here we have some pushing with some of the protesters here. Now the tensions have started to flare up.
Because these people want to get their kicks in. They feel that if they don't attack law enforcement every day, that they haven't been good Antifa members.
Green outfit.
This is terrible.
We've seen additional agents continue to arrive at this facility. This facility has been the subject of civil unrest since June.
Since June, that's right.
Now they are retreating back.
Yep. This is terrible, man.
The crowd also yelling. It's now getting rowdy. And the tensions always really start to elevate here anytime we have the agents come out.
But the agents have to come out. And I know that News Nation is not defending the rioters. The rioters are there all day waiting for the agents to come out. And then when they see the agents, it's like their minds just snap and they decide to confront them.
Down in Oregon as President Trump orders National Guard troops into Portland
National
to protect
Guard
ICE facilities and other federal
on
property.
the way. Look, this is what was going on here just a few
Oregon
weeks
officials,
ago.
though, pushing
a
back
guillotine.
against Trump's plans. The state announcing a lawsuit against the troop deployment as the governor claims they are not needed.
Yeah, not needed.
There is no
here she
insurrection.
is.
There is no threat to national security.
Really?
And there is no need for military troops in our major city.
It is a threat to national security to have a lawless sanctuary city where people can do whatever they want and attack the federal government, because if you don't stop that, it's going to spread like a cancer to the rest of America, not to mention the federal fugitives hiding in these places love to commit crime all over our country that they plan in these strongholds.
Hundreds showing up outside the city's ICE facility last night to make clear their anger at the idea that troops are, as President Trump said over the weekend,
is Border Patrol
needed to protect ICE facilities from what he labeled domestic terrorists in a city he called, quote, war-ravaged Portland.
It is.
There was little confrontation last night with large numbers of federal agents deployed
because
to
the
face
arrest
down
wagons
the
are there.
protesters and to escort vehicles in and out of the facility.
Even the police had the courage to make
were
arrests.
made. Officials in Oregon have filed a lawsuit to stop the troop deployment,